What's up, YouTube? Yo, you know what time it is. We're back with another reaction. This time, we are looking at the situation that's going on in the rap game, bro. There's a lot of beef. There's beef everywhere, man. Usimamane, K1llbrady, Lucas Raps. We got too much going on. Honestly, I'm not as tapped in as I should be, which is why we are here. Let's check this out, twin. Let's check this out. Let's see what Brando RSA has to say. Usimamane versus everybody. What is it that we are learning?
Okay, so we are in the midst of a South African hip-hop civil war, right? Let's not call it a beef. It's a civil war, right?
Crazy.
You know, people are dissing each other left, right, and center. You know, just a lot of diss tracks coming out, and there's still going to be a lot of other diss tracks coming out. But let's move away from the diss tracks. Let's move away from the disses. Let's move away from the bars and punchlines, whatever the case may be, right? Let's talk about what this means for hip-hop. You know, what we've learned so far from the situation, and, you know, things we can expect, whatever the case may be, right? So I'm going to be your man. We're going to dive into this, and we're going to talk about it. So
let's talk about it.
The first thing I want to talk about is that the underground is not the one.
Okay.
The underground cannot be the future of South African hip-hop. The underground can never, ever represent South African hip-hop. If we let that happen, this culture will die. The image of South African hip-hop will die.
What is that image exactly, bro? What is he talking about? It will die. This shit was dead long before these niggas arrived. Long before anybody from the underground was booming as much as they booming right now. This shit been dead. This shit died when AKA and Ricky lay to rest. So I don't know what brother is talking about. What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
Bruh.
Come on, let's make sense of this, man. Let's make sense of this. I'm gonna let him speak, though.
Not let that happen. No matter how much we try to sugarcoat it and say, oh, this one is a musician. Oh, this one is good at beat selection. Oh, this one's image is proper. Oh, this one has the South African flag in their videos. No matter how much we try to sugarcoat or whatever the case may be, it all boils down to one thing, and that is the skill of rap. That is the most important.
Come on, bro. Come on. You comparing two things that don't even... Like, this is not the same category. You cannot compare these niggas to who I'm guessing you thinking of as probably like a Stogie T or A Reese or Casper Your Fast. Like, bro, how the hell are you making that comparison? This is something totally different. This is something totally unique. Something that is breaking the chain of command. And you worried about lyrics. Come on, man. Wake up, twin.
When
Wake
you
up.
were a hip-hop artist or when you were a rapper, whatever the case may be. If you are in this genre called hip-hop, no matter South African, American, Norwegian, British, it doesn't matter. The one thing that matters the most is the skill of rap. And we've seen that artists like JayKatana do not have that skill of rap. Artists like K1llbrady cannot release a diss track.
So what? Playboy Cardi should call it raps. Lancey should call it raps. Those niggas are making millions off of their music, and they're not even that skilled at rapping. Future should call it raps. To be fair, Future's a better rapper than any South African, in my opinion. At least when we're talking about underground rappers. Where I'm trying to go with this is like, what are you saying, twin? What are you saying? You're trying to put rap or hip hop into a box, and it's your box. It's literally your box, your personal box, which is crazy, nigga. Why the fuck should I care about what you think?
Properly without going at people's parents, without going, you know, it's just very illiterate. For me, very illiterate. For rich kids and Nepo babies, very illiterate kids. Very uneducated kids, to be honest. For Nepo babies and rich kids, like, you guys should be speaking the proper English. You guys should be having the double entendres. You guys should be having...
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna let him speak. This nigga is pissing me off, though.
The words that I'm struggling to understand, but yo, what are y'all doing? Now, It's making me realize something by saying this, right? Is that the OGs, the old heads, the nostalgic people...
All I'm saying is, bruh, if rap or hip-hop is such a sport, like you seem to think it is, then where are the top athletes? These double uncharted athletes, where are they? Why aren't they coming out and spitting bars like they should be and making money from it? Being popular for it. being well known for it. I'm just saying, dog, it's not happening. Nobody cares about that shit anymore, bro. If people cared, everyone would be buying Stogie T's albums. But guess what? Nobody cares about that either. Man,
nostalgia, whatever words the unks,
how old is
whatever
this guy,
words
bro?
you guys had to describe the people who were, inverted commas, hating on the underground, were right. They were right about this scene. And this includes people like Speedster. This includes people like myself, who said the Brother Cooper album is whack because I didn't hear this.
Wow. The Brother Cooper album was whack. The Brother Cooper album was whack. Okay. Now I see who you are. Now I know exactly who we are dealing with here. We are dealing with... I don't even need to say it,
rap.
bro.
And at that time, I was saying this because I'm thinking about a situation where we have to put these
This nigga is probably a fan of DJ Cleo, dog.
people in a similar situation at what's going on. Will they be able to withstand this heat? Will they be able to withstand this fire? Nope. And it's proven, like we literally seeing it right in front of our eyes. Another thing I'm realizing is that this beef has nothing to do with the underground anymore. They done, they cannot come back. Even if they call Cooper, it's done for them, right? They are waiting for Somnyama to come save them, which just shows that that whole scene is just done.
I thought this was about Usimamane versus K1llbrady. What does this have to do with Brother Cooper and the rest of the underground cats? Am I missing something?
Right? Now, why I'm also saying this is done is because now this has shifted from Usimamane, JayKatana K1llbrady, whatever situation, to a Durban civil war. Now in this Durban civil war, it's Usimamane versus Blackie, Usimamane, Tony versus La Cabra and the Quellas, right? However we want to see this, right? Now, I can't really tell you what is going on between Usimamane and the Quellas or Usimamane and La Cabra.
Probably because La Cabra sees Usimamane as a sellout. That's just my initial guess. And you can't lie. Umchita is a sellout. Umchita is a sellout, bro. He looks at his peers like he's above them or something. Usimamane won't even collaborate with these guys, bro. So I totally see where La Cabra is coming from. Umchita is trying to sell out for people who don't even care about him at the end of the day. Whereas his peers, when they unite, come together, so much money could be made. Like a whole industry could boom just because these niggas decided to collaborate. Man, you niggas are slow.
Right? But I'm seeing them go at each other on, Instagram stories and whatever the case may be, because they asked La Cabra, as I showed you in the previous video, and he didn't really give us a straight answer. So I don't really know what's going on there, but it looks deep because they actually used to be close. They performed together at some point. They have songs together.
Oh.
So I'm really struggling to understand what is going on in that situation, but what we can expect is a lot more diss tracks. We know Tony Diamond is in studio, and he's definitely going to give us a diss track.
I don't really fuck with Tony, I'm not gonna lie.
Directed at K1llbrady, JayKatana, even La Cabra, right? Because he still needs to respond to K1llbrady for the stray he got. We know Usimamane has a being a diss song somewhere, and we know he has something for Blackie.
What?
Blackie also needs to come outside.
A binga diss song.
Also calling out Usimamane, so he also has something. Sasti seems like he's also trying to jump in the beat. It's just a lot. It's a Durban civil war at the moment. It's no longer about the underground. The underground stayed in the underground. It's Chai.
What?
Right?
That doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about? The underground stayed in the underground. Like, so what does that make Usimamane? Mainstream. I beg to differ, bro. I beg to differ. That nigga's not mainstream, bro. He's a wannabe mainstream, but he's not there yet. He's not even close. Like, come on, bro. Look at what people who are actually mainstream have done and compare it to Usimamane, dog. I'm talking about your Nasty C's. Come on, bro. Your AKAs, your Ricky Riggs. You telling me Usimamane is breathing that same air Aye, please, bro. Come back with a better argument.
The bigger boys. Like I said
The
in
bigger
my last
boys.
post that I posted on my community post, right? I said,
No ways.
you know when you're at a party and
That's why I'm
the
saying
kids
you
are
should work
outside
with all your
in the
cabra
afternoon on
instead
jumping
of-
castles, party packs, cake being sliced, child-friendly music. That was with the underground. But now it's grown-up things. Now it's alcohol, loud music, sexy time. Pause. But you guys know what I mean, right?
Nah, I ain't got a clue.
That's where
bro.
we at now. We at the grown-up time. And that's exactly what's going on. Now, another thing I realized about Usimamane, right, is that we underestimated him. We didn't realize that he had this in him. And let me tell you why I'm saying this, right?
Had what in him?
Usimamane,
The disses.
for me, has been, especially on Ransom, I've never heard him rap like that. I hear people say on Biggest Culture he was rapping, he whatever, but I've never heard him rap like that on Ransom. Another thing, right? K1llbrady, JayKatana, they were just casualty at war. He was not going for K1llbrady and JayKatana. He's smart with this. He knew that, oh, okay, this nigga attacked me. I'm gonna attack him and attack Brady so they can respond. Then I attack their dad. He's trying to go for Blackie throughout this whole entire thing. He's just going
They
for
dad?
Blackie's head.
What the
Now,
fuck?
Bruh.
go back to a
This
time
is
of,
disrespectful, bruh.
Maylighty, and he pulled off his verse.
Like, bro. bro. I'm not the biggest K1llbrady, JayKatana fan. I don't think, they the best to ever come out of the underground alone. I mean, come on, bro. Let's talk about niggas like J Molly, for example. Shubi Yang. Those guys were way better in my opinion. But I see what they're trying to do. I understand what direction they're going in. It's not your typical route. So to hate on it is kind of, I don't know, man. I don't think it doesn't make sense, bro, to hate on what they're trying to do, bro. It's completely different, completely unique. It's not the same thing. It's not your usual raps. But that's just my opinion, bro.
I have a theory about Maylighty.
This
I
nigga
think
has a
with
light
Maylighty,
demon.
he didn't want to share that shine with Lucas. He didn't want to seem like, oh, we tag teaming on Blackie. Bro wanted to do this on his own. Bro wanted to go at Blackie on his own. And it's really showing me a different side to Usimamane. It's showing me a different level to this guy that I've never ever expected to see. And that's why I was saying any disrespect that I've had towards him, I apologize. Because with me, I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to be out here and act all, I always used to like Usimamane. No, I liked him at some point. Then he did the whole pulling out the verse. And then I started hating on him. And then, and I hated on him because of this situation, not being able to come outside. And he's coming outside. So there's no reason for me to hate him anymore. He's actually coming outside. So, yeah, I think for Usimamane, this was bigger than JayKatana and, K1llbrady. He wanted Blackie, and then he realized while I'm at Blackie, let me address the Bingas. Let me address those Binga niggas. And he's really, 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 really playing a very smart move. I respect him for that. And if he comes out of this alive, we might be looking at, one of the greatest to ever do it, man.
Does this bro know what Binga means, bro?
K1llbrady talking about how his last album flopped, whatnot. He has the highest selling debut hip-hop solo album in the history of hip-hop. That's him. So I don't know what K1llbrady's talking about.
That shit was bought.
He's talking about how his first hits was with the deal, how he signed on a 360. Do you want us to talk about M4 and Blackie? I don't think this kid is educated, bro. This kid is not educated. He forgot what happened with M4 and Blackie. He forgot. This kid is not educated, bro. Like, he's talking about things that His dad is also. Usimamane is out of shape, but hey, I know this has nothing to do about hip hop, but Blackie's also out of shape, bro. If we're being honest. So all of your disses just don't make sense. Talking about how
What?
Blackie is Usmamane's OG. Yes, he's came out and said that a bunch of times. A bunch of times he's come out and said that. We've caught your OG dancing and singing check word for word as well. That's why these disses that K1llbrady came up with, I heard they said he dropped again. I heard the beat selection, fire. Whatever he was saying, whack. You can't be going at a person and telling him that I could hire your mom to come clean. That's not how we handle things, bro.
So what? We gotta be selective now with what we say and what we don't say in a battle, a fucking diss. It's gotta stay professional. Is that what you're saying? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You don't even know what's really going on, bro. You just yapping.
That's not how we handle things, bro. Go directly at the person. What's his parents doing in the beef?
Maybe there's
That's why
a
these
reason,
kids
bro.
can never be the face
Maybe
of
there's
South
a
African
reason,
hip hop, bro. Talking about, yeah, Usimamane.
This is bigger than hip hop, bro. That's what this nigga doesn't understand. Brando, this is bigger than hip hop. Clearly, fam. You don't just say things like that, bro. Obviously, there's a reason. Bro, at some point, people were talking about shooters and shit. Like, you don't just say stuff like that. That's big talk. That's serious business. Now you... Hey, bro, I'm just saying, bro. It gets real now. Now it gets real. And I just feel like you interjecting yourself into all of this and making all these assumptions, brother, you can't be sure of what's actually going on unless these people come out and say it themselves. And hopefully within the raps, they will say it. But until then, bro, all these assumptions you are making, dog, they just make me want to diss you.
Is right. He's off a perk when he's heading to the bank. Bro, you were influencing kids about that. Now it's not even about rap or anything. It's about taking responsibility as a figure, as a public figure.
Fuck that.
We can never ever let that be the...
Bro, who the niggas are trying to make money, bro. People are starving. You think rapping about... Oh my God. I'm just saying, dog, all of this stuff that you're talking about does not pay. Go ask your favorite artists. Go ask your icons, your legends. Go ask them what being an artistic artist has done for them. This is bigger than that, bro.
Keep that blade, can't control if you broke on bone.
My bad.
Image of South African hip hop, Nyangela. Please do not allow that. Speedster was right. I apologize to Speedster for anything I had said against him. I apologize.
I respect Speedster, but he
these
was
are the
wrong.
things that we've learned. The things that we've learned is that the underground is a very glazed scene, right? It's a very, very glazed scene that...
Glazed by over how many people, bro? 500,000 people, maybe even more. These artists combined probably have like over 1 million listeners, and you talking about over glazed. Your favorite rappers in SA can't touch those numbers, dude. He wishes he could touch those numbers, bro. Over glazed.
we cannot let that scene be the face of hip hop.
Here's the thing though, no one person has a say in this. Not a single person, dog. It's gonna happen with or without you, bruh.
Another thing we've learned is that Usimamane has been that guy all along. He just wanted to do this alone. Another thing we've learned is that there's a whole lot more things to be uncovered. That was just the beginning. That was just the foundation. We're about to get into a hectic and heavier time and a heavier situation. And let me say something to Blackie. That diss song is not the best diss song I've ever heard in my whole entire life. If that diss song is not better than Composure, you automatically lost.
How you gonna compare this shit to Composure? What does Composure have to do with this, nigga? Haibo, bruh. Come on, bro. How you gonna put the GOAT in this conversation? These are young niggas trying to build something from scratch, from nothing. Our GOATs could not leave anything for these young niggas to pick up on and carry the legacy forward on. There was no generational leftovers, generational wealth left over, or whatever you want to call it. I don't have the exact word for this. But these niggas are trying something here, bro. And you are sitting there hating. Like, this is the best time in SA hip-hop ever. And you talking about we can't let the underground run SA hip-hop when they literally the ones bringing us this moment now. We're going to look back at this in 3, 4, 5 years and think to ourselves, oh my days. Thanks to this moment, SA hip-hop is finally somewhere now again. Thanks to the underground that you are dissing, motherfucker.
You automatically lost. Because you let it, your cheerleaders are buying you time by dropping stupid tracks. Come outside. You guys let me know in the comments what you think, what this beef made you realize. Let me know if you think Usimamane will walk out alive in all of this. If he does,
good question.
You might as well have to give the boys props, man.
All I know is we all have different tastes. Some tastes are acquired. You kind of have to train your ear for them, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm honestly having a good time right now. Shout out to SA Hip Hop. It seems like we are finally back, baby. Otherwise, hey man, W video, Brando. I honestly have no beef with whatever you said, bro. It's all in the fun of it. Appreciate y'all, man. Tune into the next one. The One Fuego. We are out. Like, subscribe, share. Down go.